Mr. MAKAFUI, Yami aye bia mami o, Mr. MAKAFUI, Mr. MAKAFUI, Mr. MAKAFUI, Yami aye bia mami o, Mr. MAKAFUI, Mr. MAKAFUI, Mr. MAKAFUI, Yami aye bia mami o, Mr. MAKAFUI, Mr. MAKAFUI, Mr. MAKAFUI, Yami aye bia mami o, Mr. MAKAFUI, Yami aye bia eh. Yamia ye bia mami o, Yamia ye bio awo, Yamia ye bia mami o, Mr. MAKAFUI. Come on. One farmer no, hey, one farmer no, Yami sabot no, one farmer no, Yami senshiro, one farmer no, listen, one farmer no, one farmer no, one farmer rato, one farmer no, Yami sabot no, one farmer no, Yami senshiro, one farmer no, Yami santuntuno, one farmer no, Yami sayeyo. One farmer, hey. One farmer, hey. One farmer, hey. One farmer,
Welcome to Sweet Music, your home of original musical instruments at the most affordable prices. Drum sets, keyboards, pianos, bass and guitars, mixers, speakers, amplifiers, studio equipment, and all accessories in between. We have experienced technicians who can handle every form of installation and repair. Visit Sweet Music today at Chimoto Mile 7, Sonodome Ship House adjacent Barclays Bank, Tema Community 9 near T Havana, Takrade ground floor of Rabito Clinic, Daviama, and Kumasi K Poly 3rd Gate, Amakom. Visit www.sweet-music.com or call 020-536-0313 or 054-734-6146. Sweet Music. Hear the sound.
Sweet music, hear the sound. Welcome to today, the 17th of March. It's always an honor to come your way with the producers lunch 233 every Friday. No, it's not every Friday, let me not lie. The Fridays that we're able to squeeze time of the studio to come do this one. Special thanks to Sweet Music, to Virtual Sounds, to Pay Angel, to Duke's Fashion, everybody that supports us in any way. My eyes look sleepy, don't they? But it's all good. Anybody that supports us in any way, every time we have to do this program for you. Thank you so much for always tuning in to come listen to us blab about one music thing or the other. It's a privilege. Father, we thank you for this time. Take absolute control in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, so my guest today, as I said, when I got to tech, I was blessed to start playing for Tech Mass Choir. I think I started out as a guy who plays the second keyboard, so I was more of the auxiliary guy. Looks like I didn't even know what aux was. But in any case, let's say the guy who plays the strings or the organ or the horns or whatever that was needed aside piano. And it just so happened that one day the main keyboardist, Akanimo, he was an architecture student and couldn't make it for one mass choir rehearsal. So I jumped in and became the main pianist for a while on campus. And Akan was more than supportive of me within that period. So I became like the main piano player for Tech Mass Choir everywhere we go. I remember somebody whispering to me and saying that, Charlie, some guy they come take next day, Charlie, could the guy they over you. I remember hearing it in passing and then giggling and saying, break. Oh, you always hear stories when a person plays, you're like, oh, nothing exceptional. You get the thing, so you can understand. Takrady local champion who had come to Tech, you can understand. So, I went to second year, and by that time I was like pianist for Tech Mass Choir, and I think my MD Malike had made me the head of the instrumentalist in Tech Mass Choir at that time. So shout outs to Malike Nyamade, fantastic guy. So Malike told me that, oh, Charlie, the guy they talk about, and he has come. So I remember going to Indies, that down there, what do they call it? That's where the first year students are, down there. I can see the place I'm talking about. And so I went there. It was Jerry. I don't know if I met Jerry that day, but Jerry was in the room, and then I met MAKAFUI too. And he played me Dada Mebo Misenkuda on piano. There was this PSR, if I'm right, it's a 730, if I'm right. No, on Urban or the keyboard, not the back campus. That alone is arrogance. Yeah, getting the thing. So when I went there and I saw the whole system, I saw that Charlie, the guy had come. And after hearing him play, it was a simple thing. I just remember that originally said me a big guitarist, no pressure. Don't let anybody come and give me unnecessary pressure in this school. We are here to study. So from that day, when I left his room in Indies, I told the guys that, Charlie, MAKAFUI, they can't play piano. I will play guitar. And over the years, it grew from a band member to a friend to a brother to whatever we are now, that there's no word for it. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the person who made me retire partially. MAKAFUI KWAME.
Hi.
Charlie, what happened?
I'm good. How are you?
By God's grace, so how for do? So how for you inside?
I'm somewhere in Dubai, so we have it
Thou
on a
chillets,
vacation.
oh man
Yeah,
of
that
God.
chillings. Go
Charlie's all
somewhere.
good.
I try to find a quiet spot so
No,
we
it's
could
quiet
start.
enough.
So
It's quiet
forgive me if
enough.
you're hearing
We
all
can.
what is the forks and spoons clicking in the background.
Charlie, it's all good. Man shall not live by prayer. They say, work alone. We need to have fun sometimes. But how the
That
guys are
is
good?
good. Everybody's good. Actually, Jerry isn't even around too. We're having like
Jerry's around there.
he's
Let's finish
around.
with you.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
go to
finish.
Jerry.
We'll
Don't mind
tackle
him.
him.
I hear you, right? And the wife and the kids.
Everyone doing great. Everyone doing great. Yeah.
We bless G. Which part of the story did I get right and which part was wrong?
I think you got most of it right though.
I got most of it right. Was it at
You get-
7:30? Did I get it right?
I think 7:30. Yeah, that's what I had.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
that
man.
you got it right. Yeah, that's one of the keywords my dad I actually had blessed me with after a long time. Yeah, so of not having my own keyboard because I started off with learning how to play on the MAKAFUI. I don't know if you know that story.
Yeah.
Back in the day,
Henry gave me a little just into it.
right. So back in the day, I didn't have any piano. Started learning how to play. So most of the time, I just try to keep all the sound in my head, and then kind of
Whoa.
practice on that good. Weekends, I go to a friend's place. They had a piano, and then I go, practice all that I kept for the week. So yeah, after what Daddy blessed me with that keyboard, and that was the keyboard, the 730 actually brought to campus. So you're right on that.
Wow.
Yep,
So no,
yep,
so
yep.
I can tell my story. No, I'll get to that later. But who actually started you off on piano?
Piano.
Hey, by the way, Abigail says hi. Let me say that before I get myself
Hey,
into trouble.
Abby. Nice seeing you. I can't place a finger on this on it because I'm kind of like self-taught. That is how I started the piano.
No,
So
myself self-taught. I know the bab. So you didn't know you start whack.
I didn't know I started. So back in the day, I
Hey.
was not just start. It was a whole journey and a whole process. Okay, so there was a point in time in life where I stayed with one of my dad's friends, Mr. and Mrs. Abelo at the time,
Okay.
and then I had no idea about whatsoever anything about music. They had a piano at home.
Okay.
So and that was just around JSS 1. Yeah.
Okay.
So then it was a part-time JSS. That's why it was at the time. So I'll come back home, and apparently her son had like a piano teacher who used to come teach him how to play the piano. So I kind of started getting interested in it. Okay, this is interesting. It sounds, it kind of makes sense. Okay, they started off with this what do you call it, small woods piano tutorial. That's what he was.
Do re mi fa so fa mi re do.
Sorry, exactly. So I come back after school, and then I'll be like, oh, I forget his name. What his name was? I was like, could you also teach me? I kind of started getting interested in it. Could you teach me what the teacher taught you, so I can also learn and all that? He's like, man, you're too young or whatever. I was like, just. I don't think you're going to understand this, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't, because he tried to explain, I wasn't getting it.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, if that's the case, let me just sit down and try and figure out myself. So I go and I start just playing around, banging my hands on the piano when they're gone, just to try and figure out the relationship between the notes and all that. And a long story, I got ill, so I moved back to live with my parents. And interestingly enough, when I went back, I was looking through my dad's library. He has this big library of books, theological books and all that. I know copies of Pastor and all. So
yeah, I know.
Interestingly enough, found the piano, what do you call it, piano for tutorial in his
Wow,
library. Small woods. Very interesting.
Okay.
So I got a hold of it, and the little I remember from what a guy taught me. So when you have a one, you play a do. When you have a three, you play a me, and stuff like that. That is how I started learning, how to play. So so at the time, I wasn't really really playing the notes. I was just playing the numbers.
Oh yeah, we all did.
If you know what I mean, right?
1, 2, 3, 1,
Exactly.
2, 4, 3, 2, 3, 5, 4, da, 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 da.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I
There
don't
we
know.
go. There we go. There we go. So I found the
Oh
school,
wow.
and then I didn't have a piano at home. So what would I do? So I just kind of like tried to figure out and pretty much what to do. I just found this plank of wood. What we usually use, some of our beds in Ghana, we have this wood plank of wood we have
Yeah,
underneath
I
the
know.
bed, the mattress.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
yanked one of them out and I just found some paints and painted black and white.
Easy,
And then
easy.
I would just be practicing. I know this is one, this is three, this is four. Like, that is what I was doing
Yeah,
like the whole time. And then trying to sing because I could figure out what the sound was, the intervals and the
yeah.
notes and all that, and sing to it. And that is how it all started.
Okay, one
Yeah,
minute.
that's how it all
There's
started.
somebody at the door. Let me open the person.
Bring him in.
My guy, Mr. Handsome. You can't even hear me. Eddie?
Is that even Paul?
Yeah, that's Eddie. I think his network is playing up. So, when you were telling the story about how the gentleman said, Eddie, can you hear us now? Hey, fine boy, you can't hear us. Okay, I'm sure he will pick it up.
Yeah.
So,
I can hear you. I can hear
when
you too.
you can hear us.
What
There was network when I use
that
Ekati.
MAKAFUI voice I heard?
And even Paul.
So for those of you who don't know,
MAKAFUI.
Eddie is our bass guitarist from Simply Jazz. Oh, did his sound go?
Hi guys.
Hello, we can hear you. Eddie, Eddie say?
Yes. Charlie Boko. Sorry. I'm driving. I'm on the motorway. That's why it's flaring up. But I'm sure I'll get somewhere a lot more stable that I can speak up.
No
But
problem.
nice to see you guys. Nice to be listening to everything here.
I
Nice to
know,
see you
right?
too,
I know, right? Charlie, so how did MAKAFUI impact your playing? Okay, he didn't hear that. Okay, so let's kick on. When Eddie is able to hear us better, then we'll pick it from there. So, Mark, I keep telling people that, but one young man that was around us, and I'll mention who it was. Nearly, what would I say? He nearly rid me of a whole wealth of information. Because what happened was this: when I met you on Tech Campus, I was coming from a typical hymn background. And then from there, of course, there was a Tadi side. Is that Eddie's thing? There was a Tadi side of me, the high thing. And then there was, in fact, the farthest I had come to playing contemporary music was maybe Tom Brooks or any of those other things. So meeting you and hearing 13s and 11s and open voices and all those funny things, I was like, what in the world is he playing? You are getting anything. And people don't relate to that thing because they probably wouldn't understand. In the choral world, if we are to do Now Thank We All Our God, the choristers sing exactly what the piano is doing. So we are all going to do. So you are not playing piano and then being all over the place and then doing your own stuff. No. So to me, it was strange that why are you not following what the choristers are singing and then you are on a different tangent altogether? So that was one thing that I really wanted to study from you. And you know what happened? This gentleman kept everything I come and learn from you. All the person kept saying was that, oh, are you now learning this one? Oh, this one, we know it's a long time ago. Then you teach something, the person goes like, oh, he's now teaching you this one. Oh, I went to him last week, he taught me this one. Hey, so I'm serious, so I never told you this in there. So at a
Never heard
point in
that.
time, I was asking myself that, hey, this guy, what will be your problem? But I think the basic thing that the person was trying to prove was the fact that whether he had more proximity or whatever point the person was with. But I thank God so much I was able to ignore that thing. And it took a while to understand those open voicings and all those things. But finally, it came because I was able to remain resolute and tell myself that, Charlie, I'm older than the guy, no problem. But the thing the guy they play, I know they understand. Make I tell them the truth and then see how we can figure some of these things out. Which brings me to my next question. You didn't have any real teacher when it comes to some of these things. So what took you into that weird way of playing? Because you are supposed to sound normal. Where from the 13s and all those weird things you
In-
were playing on campus?
Interestingly enough, it was more okay. I did a lot playing by ear, starting off,
Yeah.
and then I also went into like the hymn world. Okay, so that was my
Yeah, I know that place.
initial
You
one
have it
to the
covered.
thing.
Yeah.
I started with the hymn world, and
Yeah.
then let me see, when did I get into all this jazzy music finger on it?
Wow.
Either I found a record somewhere and then started getting interested in it. I forget exactly. I can't place a finger on exactly
No, but you had
when
the
that
Mark
journey started.
Levine book by the time I met you. So where did you get that thing from?
Oh, the Mark Levin book came a little after even I started meddling with jazz and all that. Mark Levin book. Who did I get that from? I
Victor?
either got that from Victor Day. I think it was Victor Day because I met Victor after a while. I used to play a Golden Tulip and all that. So at the
You
point
used
I
to
met
play at
I
Golden Cherry. Please, ladies and gentlemen, record that.
at the time I met Victor Day, and he also opened up because I also heard him. He's also a beast, like on
Oh,
piano.
he is.
So
He is. He is.
and interestingly enough, we actually were in the same JSS together.
Oh, were you?
Interestingly enough, let me even back to the story. So Victor Day was the one who was supposed to have taught me how to play keyboard. Because back in JSS 102, he was already playing. Like I heard the game playing, he was playing like whatever in school.
Okay.
So there was one holiday season. He was like, "Oh, this." I was interested in it. He was like, "Okay, so come home and then I want to teach you how to play." And then, interestingly enough, they moved from. I think then it was in Teaching World, so he had moved. So I did not have access to anything. And then a little bit after that is when I also went transferred to another school and started my journey, continued over that way. So
Okay.
he has also played a part in the whole jazz journey, also. I learned quite a lot too from him, got a few very interesting,
Yeah.
concepts from him. Yes. So that's what makes it. Yep, yep.
Wow. 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 So we are gradually. So how did production to come into the picture for you?
Production came, my first production was with a guy called, what is it? What's his name? I forget.
Madison?
Not Madison. He came after. The first guy was called. I
Oh,
forget his
ladies
name.
and gentlemen, by the
He was a
way,
neighbor.
MAKAFUI is the one that worked on a lot of the productions on the Adom album, Gospel. People mistake it for me. It's not me. I didn't play on that album. No, I was
But
there
but but
around.
but
I
but
was there around,
interesting.
but I
But
didn't play on
interestingly
that.
enough, I think I may have to say that because there's a lot I learned from Coda too. He's making it seem
Oh,
so
please,
biased and
please,
one-sided.
please, please,
There's a whole
please.
lot that I learned from you too,
Disregard that part, my lord. Disregard
including
that part, my lord.
Jerry and all that. So interesting that we just became like a whole brotherly like group,
Yeah, I
and
know.
and all that. When we learned from each other. For us, I think that is what really kept us going. That whole brotherliness, and
But it
ability to
started from
humble
your
ourselves
room
to
in
learn.
Indie, so
Yes. With
yes.
myself, what's his name? Jerry, interestingly enough, was my next door neighbor.
Ah, he was your next door neighbor.
He was
Yeah,
my
that's true.
next door neighbor,
True.
if you
That's true.
remember.
That's true. That's true. That's
Eddie,
true.
I was roommates with Eddie and Timo. They were all roommates, yeah,
Timo.
back in the
Yeah.
day.
Yes, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, but coming back to the production, I don't know if now this guy's name is gone off my name. That was the first guy, and then I also met Madison. He had come from the States shortly, and then he was looking for someone to help, do his
Okay.
productions. I don't know who had recommended. No, I think I heard him also play at a program. Also very interesting, piano and organ play. I got interested. I went by to him to try and study because then I was self-taught. I do things my own way. So he also kind of really also helped guide me in terms of approach, right fingering, and he actually brought my attention to all that. He gave me notes on how to finger, how to posture yourself. I learned all that from him. So along the line, so I was a student. I actually, myself and Henry, we used to go to his school to go, and for a few weeks started getting to learn.
Wow.
And then we started talking, and he was like, "Oh, he's working on a project, blah 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 blah." I was like, "Oh, by the way, I also started getting to production, so I'll be of help to him." And then that's how that whole relationship was opened up, and then I got into production, and we took off from there. Yep.
You know, one song I remember you producing on the 730 was I don't even know what key that song is in. No weapon from the city shall prosper. Oh man, I was like, goodness gracious. But I was coming from the I to hear somebody do contempt. I was like, man, this guy's bad news. Oh wow. So how long production? How long did that last?
Production. I've been in production for quite some time. Recently, I've really been a little in the background. I've been focused more on like app development, and stuff like that.
Yeah, we are coming to that.
Production has been how many years? Before I came to tech, yes, close to over 15 years, right?
You are a veteran.
Over 15 years of production. So
wow.
We've been at this for a while. Yeah.
Any names that can come up?
Coherent too.
Yeah. Oh, get away.
Definitely. I worked with people like, of course, what do you call that? What the song you mentioned earlier?
The one?
Yeah, the band.
Adum Biwoyesu.
Adum. Yeah,
in fact, the whole album. Panchrefu and all
album.
those songs.
Yeah, myself, Henry and Ella Blue.
Abozo.
I think we were pretty, and I wrote the producers on that album. Joyful Way, definitely.
Yes,
Nyami
Ohi was you, wasn't it?
Yes, that was me.
Yes, Nyami Ohi was you.
Johnny Nete, we did a whole.
Which that I remember the Johnny Nete you did.
We had this hymns.
So,
it was just
say yes.
Yeah.
I forgot what he did. Some very weird.
Weird.
Yeah, I remember that thing.
Enjoy that.
Oh wow! Yes.
That's quite a number of people. I've worked with Wallach with his kids too. What do you call them?
The press-on kids.
Press-on kids. Stuff I also worked in the beginning.
Yeah.
And who else comes to mind?
You're forgetting somebody.
So many, yeah.
There's
me then.
I don't even know. The name of Jesus.
Oh, Sunat. Yes. We worked with Sunat also quite recently. Yeah. Sunat used to be on the block. Yes, D Jones, and all these guys. Yeah.
D Jones, definitely.
Yeah. We worked with all this.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty much.
And then he played on Kodak's album too, please.
Definitely.
Which one do people remember you for? Is it Christopher? You did Christopher with LC.
Yeah.
And I think
a couple of songs. Yeah.
Yes.
We did a live recording.
And then Neo Kai. Oh, mommy.
Yes. I remember that. Then out in the States, we sent the file. Yeah. We worked on this too.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes. I do.
It was interesting because I remember that what you said is like, man, what else do you want me to play on this? Kodak like just play like so I'm like, bro, I do not know what to play because you filled it all up. I'm like, there's nothing.
Oh man,
to do.
my guy, cool down for me, cool down for me, cool down for me. Oh wow.
But it was an
Okay,
interesting
so
one,
tell
yeah.
us about who came to the studio. Somebody came to the studio the last time. The person was like, Charlie, I saw some app me and I saw coded. Do you know markups? I said, I don't know markups, but I know MAKAFUI.
Yeah.
So how did that thing? You're an electrical student, aren't you?
I'm an electrical engineering student. Yes.
Yes. Hey, sorry, you can't be a student anymore. You have passed out. Yeah.
We are still students,
So
though, bro.
it
We are
is
still
well.
studying.
And so,
Yeah.
why do a lot of you guys from the electrical end up as programmers? Does it have any link?
I don't know if they have there's a link.
Because Payne Richardson too ended up into a lot for programming, yeah. And then Edwin Dawson is also doing a lot of programming. So I was like, is the electrical thing related in a way?
Not really. Not really. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that.
So what software are you guys writing? My boys are doing Python in school. Is that what everybody's using now?
Well, for what I use for the apps, I don't use Python for apps.
Okay.
Pretty much, it's called Swift. That's Apple's programming language.
I've heard about Swift.
And then also C++.
Oh, the original C++.
Yes. That one never goes away. So.
Oh, okay.
So these are the two program languages.
Hey, Charlie, but the boys dissed me the last time. They brought this assignment from school. They were working on some Python thing. Me, I'm a biology guy. I don't do Python before. So, my son is doing something now and then he writes a code and then he asked me that, Daddy, do you understand the code? I said no. And his response to me was like, what kind of school did you go to? I said, my guy, will you shut up over there? Hey, I went to a good school, but I didn't do Python.
But interestingly enough, I always tell engineers and musicians coding and that whole process of coding and engineering, they are similar. To me, it's a similar approach because you are dealing with pipelines, moving data, or in your case, it will be signal from one point to the other. Filtering it, moving. It's the same thing we do with programming. You have the data sitting somewhere, you want to move it from one point to the other, filter it, split it up into different components, different channels. It's the same concept. So anyone who's a musician, I think, can jump over to the IT and programming.
My case is leaks. I'm not going to study anything around it. The boys should study. When I have an idea, I'll tell them and they will work it out. It'll work, right? So, tell us more about markups.
Well, so this is like it's
virtual sounds are saying hi to you, please, I beg.
Hi,
Ernest. Is Ernest Kobler? Yeah.
Yes. Hi, Ernest. Yeah. So this started off. This about I think the 4th or 5th year. We are right now 4th to 5th year. It started about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So I have a number of there are a couple of apps currently under the umbrella of MAKAFUI. There's Groovy Loops and we have Live Charts. Okay.
Yeah.
So Groovy Loops is an app. It's literally we can call it a drum machine on your phone.
Yeah.
So the whole idea behind this was just to have something that is portable that everyone can be able to literally use on the fly. So the story behind Groovy Loops is this. Alfonso, right? Our drummer.
Yeah, Alfonso.
Back at TCH, where I currently fellowship. Back in the day, we had this MPC, drum machine. And he was the only one who knew how to work this machine. Right. So anytime he went out of church, for a gig somewhere and all that, church would be sounded dry because the loops was going to add, some vibe to like the music I could play. So anytime he was away, guess what? He was dry. Nobody knew how to work that thing. So we're like, why don't we just come up with something that's so easy, and then accessible to you. Everybody has a phone, so we can have still the loops playing and then be able to control and all that. That is where that whole idea actually began. And then I started back on that quest to create that app. So that's where Groovy Loops actually came from.
Okay.
So if you look,
That's
it's
the
a
one with
very
the orange
yes,
logo
with that
in it.
blue greenish, yes, with the orange logo, yes, that has a
Yeah.
G, that curl stuff like that.
Mhm,
You know,
mhm.
it's a very simple app. You just take a loop in there. You can change the tempo, make it go faster, slower. You can create a set list, you know, of all songs you want to do for a service or set or whatever you have, and have access to them, you know, later on. So it's a very simple app to work with. And of course, Coda has we have a lot of presets. Coda is there, Franz, myself, and then recently we added, Skiddy also has a set of loops we
Oh,
can add it to the mix. Yeah, so
skitty. Whoa.
it's looking good right now. Yeah, that's what Groovy Loops really does. So,
During the Christmas festivities, I've got some gig be at a hotel, and the owner wanted it like cute. So it was just me on guitar, and then my boy Pettingle on piano, and
okay.
then markups. The three of us went for the gig, and then do you want to switch phones or something?
Yeah, I want to switch because I'm about to. I think my
All right,
battery
that's
is
okay.
about to. Let
Let's
me
do
just
that.
jump into another one.
Let's do that. All right, Edward.
Hi, Koda. Hi, Koda. What's up?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi. Hello.
Hello.
Yep. Matt, how's it?
Hey, good Eddie. Guess who's here? Say hi.
Who's that? Jerry.
Take a look at.
Is that Baba Jerry?
That's Baba Jerry.
Baba Jerry. Man,
Go ahead. Go. Yeah, take it.
what's up,
Hello.
man?
How do you guys
Jerry,
hear me?
I'm crushing this party. What's up?
Yeah, Charlie, cool, man. Nice to
Oh,
see you. Nice to
Koda is
hear from
gone.
you. Nice to hear MAKAFUI and all.
Koda, we can't hear you. Eddie, I can hear you though.
Uh, how you doing?
Good. It's been a while.
Yeah, long while.
Yep.
Yeah.
You are driving. I'm eating. You know. Mark didn't
I
tell you
can
that
see.
he's eating somewhere.
MAKAFUI. Yeah. Yeah. Just from one meeting heading for another. But it's
Why
still
is
good to catch up.
Koda is not audible. He's gone off.
Yeah. I think Kuda probably has some challenges.
All right, I can continue the interview for him.
Okay,
Yeah.
you do.
Koda, I was saying I'm going to continue the interview, even though I have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, I don't know how many guests you have on there, but I can give you chicken. I have chicken. Chicken here. Nando's chicken for everybody through the phone.
Yeah, send it through the phone, man.
Koda, we can't hear you. I think the phone doesn't like me, Mac. I think you take over.
Ah, finally I can hear. Hello.
Hello. Are you back?
Yes, I'm
He's back.
back.
The phone doesn't seem to like Jerry. Yeah.
Where is that fair carrots?
He's right here. Say hi. He's back online.
One could see when the phone no down and move volume not so quick.
Koda.
Hey, Mr. Bayan, move volume not so quick. Charlie, what happened?
Shall I do?
Vim.
Yeah,
Everything be cool for them, yeah.
we are good. We're doing
We
well.
bless God. Please, Mama
Yeah.
has told you that we are doing the Kite Kenibia.
Oh yeah. So June? When is it?
Yes.
June. Yeah.
Also, when is it? So we'll go meet for there.
Yep, that's it.
Please, what can you say about MAKAFUI? Your time with MAKAFUI too.
Oh, I saw your post about Mark knocking you off the keyboard, and then
Oh, sharp,
you picked up
sharp.
guitar. Well, unfortunately, I'm not a guitar person, so I had to find something else to play. Um,
Please,
uh,
you are equally ugly on keyboard.
no, I had to find something that looks like a guitar, but not really guitar. So I came up with guitar. I just
I know,
had
right?
to leave it for this guy. You know, I just had to move to something that I can solo and just fool everybody that I'm playing something. But
I know, right?
yeah.
Okay, so
But
ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, that's the Jerry Techimenson. He's a leader of Simply Jazz. Simply Jazz was I think he started from Indies, Anna. And so
yeah,
yes,
indies.
let's say 70% of them are Indies guys, and it has Jerry would do the roll call before I miss somebody's name.
Oh, really? Like old time roll call from '99 or
You see, that's why I
when
don't even
where
want
do we
to.
start?
I don't even. So real
Yeah.
roll call, man.
Oh, I mean, I think over the years we've had a few people come and then
Yeah,
when they finished the 4 year, obviously we couldn't continue.
yeah,
But there was Akan, there is Inem,
yes. Nigerians. Yeah.
Sammy helped us out at a
Who's
point. I
Sammy?
remember Sammy drums. He helped us out at the point, and then there's Benaya, and then
Sammy from Congo. Is it the one from Congo?
no, he's Ghanaian. Sound. Oh, the name is not Sammy.
Oh, Samuel Cranting.
Yeah, Samuel Cranton.
Oh, okay.
Originally, yeah,
Okay.
he played with us a little bit. And
Okay.
then, of course, there's Eddie,
Yeah.
Anyemi. Okay, well, Dave.
David O'Kane.
And then
Yeah.
don't forget Neil Kine. He played trumpet for us.
Yeah,
So.
I thought you played paper trumpet.
Paper trumpet, and
I know.
yeah, it's been fun. You know,
Wow.
who else? I think there was somebody called Koda, and
that black boy.
yeah.
Wow.
But it's been awesome. It's been awesome.
Yeah, it has been.
We are in different continents, but anytime we meet, we still jam and have fun.
Yeah,
Still waiting for Koda to produce the album, the Simply Jazz album. So,
hey, my guy, cool down for me.
I'm not sure who's listening, but
cool down for me. Please, our album, we have talked about it since we're all not married. Please, we have married. We have all born by God's grace. We are still talking about the album. God help us.
and then of course Henry.
Yeah, that's more.
Yep.
That's more.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Nice.
We bless God for what He's doing. We bless God
Wonderful.
for what He's doing.
So I'm sure Mark walked you through the apps, right? Mark
yes,
apps
he was about. So Jerry, the question is this: from one MD to the other.
Yeah.
We are friends with MAKAFUI and brothers and all that, but put that aside. How flexible is it? My issue has always been flexibility. The last time that we had to use this app, Mark was there. So I didn't operate it, so I can't either talk about, it's easy to use or it's not easy to use. I'm talking about the one that does the stems. What is that one called?
Right. Live chops.
Live chops.
Live chop. Yeah, he's going to talk about it.
It works, but I want you to talk about it. Flexibility. Have you tried it before?
It is very flexible. We had to make some.
So with this stage, we do chorus twice.
Yes, okay. Right there on the spot. The challenge that we're working through, or Mike is working through, it's been the fact that most people in Ghana don't use iOS stuff. So we have people.
Who told you about that thing?
That's the feedback.
That's the feedback you're getting.
Yeah, that's the feedback. When are you doing stuff for Google? The Windows platform, Google platform.
Okay.
Yeah, but then we just tell them, any serious musician, you need to have you need to hop on. No, I'm serious. I mean, it's anyway.
How can I say we say?
Let me. I can't see who's listening or who is.
You know what? I can't say you don't know who's listening.
Let me just be blunt.
Can musicians, we encourage you to buy iPhone. It's a
No, no,
nice
no.
sentence.
Well, from a very technical standpoint,
Yeah, the
when you
but
have
that's what you're saying.
when you have an iPad,
Yes, sir.
the sound drivers on there, you don't need any extra stuff to make it work.
Oh yeah,
So
for real.
that's the advantage that Apple has over the other
Yeah.
the platform. Same with Windows. There isn't any sound card on the Windows system that you can say
There's
you can use
latency
it.
issues and
Yeah,
all
there are
that.
always
Yeah.
latency issues. But when you
Hmm,
buy a
hmm.
Mac, you're good. You're guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think Mac we should put the pressure on Mac to come up with all the other things. He needs to fix it. He's the one developing all the things. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's fine.
Anyways,
That's fine.
yeah. But the app is very flexible, easy to use. I think that the feature I like most is the catch up.
Hmm.
Yeah. So if let's say you're supposed to go on the chorus and you missed it, you missed the like you missed it by
The
three
count.
beats or something.
Hmm.
Yeah, 3 beats and a half or something. It's able to kind of try and catch up. Yeah, it's able to catch up. So I think Mark can explain it better. Let me just give it to him.
Oh, that's okay.
This was I
Charlie,
just came to eat,
bless you
so
guys.
I didn't know about this interview. So
Ah, you did. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all
yeah,
good. It's all good.
wonderful. All right, so
I'll see you in
all
Jersey.
right, thanks
Bye.
to everybody. Yeah,
You're
bye.
welcome.
Cheers. Yeah, bye.
Max.
Yep.
Okay, so let's release the filler now. Next week Friday. I wish I had a drum roll. Next week Friday. Mark is coming to Takrady to spend at least 2 hours walking us through the thing, like in a real band setting.
Right.
So we are getting my people virtual sounds and then sweet music to partner with us. Virtual sounds have released their Nord Stage 4. I was going to bring the Stage 3 so that Mark will play piano for it, but they say I should stop. They will bring Stage 4. So, have you tried the Stage 4 yet?
I haven't tried that. That would be
Okay.
interesting.
And
Can't
see,
wait.
but the trade there, Charlie, I can. The trade is powerful.
It's holy.
Oh, it's what I see. But let's see
That's
what
right.
the four sounds like. So Ernesto would arrange that thing for us, and then we'll get some PA of some sort so we can try out the markups. It's happening at the Anaji Choice Mart Mall, and please, the time is 11 o'clock. I say, get there on time so that we can close on time because Saturday morning Mark has another session in Accra. So he needs to finish and then be able to, although the
So it's
God is
actually
love at our side.
Wednesday and then Sunday. So in Accra, we'll
Okay,
have a
Wednesday and
Wednesday.
Sunday, but
Yes.
Saturday he has to go and rest.
Yes.
So I beg you, one brand term, no in term, no ma konketi God is love fufu and sana wa konkan. One pin the one kede ye. You are getting a thing. So Tadi, please, we are expecting you next week Friday. Come and be part of the thing. You will see. For those of you who have heard about MAKAFUI, you want to come, just shake his hand and then receive impartation while they are here. So please, if you want to be there, you have to be there on Friday. Street music and then virtual sounds. They'll take care of us. What you are saying. I'll talk to your auntie Rama to see if she'll provide bottled water for you at least so that you can drink water when you come. That's fine. So, Mark, the question I asked Jerry was about flexibility.
Yes.
You know, for somebody like me, I'm a bit erratic on stage when it comes to
Right.
arrangements.
Right. And
Sometimes
and
I'm able to follow, sometimes which I'm not able to follow.
this
So
is
for
very
people like
flexible.
me,
Yeah, very flexible. You have no issues at all. This is like tried and tested.
okay.
So, Jerry mentioned a feature called catch up. So let me just backtrack. So Live Chops, it's a multi-track like player. Okay, it's a playback system. So which helps kind of accent what a band is playing. So say you're going on stage or you're going
Mhm.
on a tour, you don't have the ability to carry everybody on tour. Say I want to still have the full sound, have my stems, still my horns players on board, my guitar players on board, but I don't have a real guitar, with me. I can then use this app, plug in all my studio, what do you call it, files, and then still have that same experience. Okay. So
Okay.
live jobs, you're able to like split or chop up your songs to different sections, your chorus, your verse, your bridge, your different sections of the song, and you can go in and out of whichever section you choose to at the fly. So say you were currently at an intro and you start playing your intro, and then like you want to kind of build the energy of the crowd. You're not ready yet to go to like the main song. You can just loop that section and it will keep playing, keep playing. Whenever you're ready to the next section, and you just hit the next section that says the verse, and then on the next downbeat, boom, you're in, and it starts playing. Now, say you want the verse singing, and then assuming you were supposed to go to a chorus, but you made a mistake. The singer makes a mistake, which always happens. Sometimes you when performing, you don't know exactly where you are. Trust me, it
Yeah,
happens,
I don't
right?
know.
You make a mistake. Instead of going to chorus, maybe you just continue singing the verse. It has a feature which is called catch up. You hit that chorus button, which is supposed to be the correct section, and then it will automatically will just jump and continue flowing. So you don't have to be worrying yourself about, if I make a mistake running to a click track, is it going to, am I still going to be able, necessarily, with other apps, you just actually have to stop the stem, which defeats the whole purpose. But with live jobs, you have a feature where you are able to catch up with a singer and then keep going. And this is a very, 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 very crucial feature that we have that I think solves a lot of problems, especially when it comes to the fears when running with tracks and stems. So very flexible to use. You can import files from wherever, your Dropbox, your Google Drive, drag and drop files into the app, wherever you have it, you just bring
MP3, AIFF,
MP3s,
Wave.
AIFF, waves. It supports all those wave
Wow.
formats. You just pull them in, chop it up, and then off you go. You can calculate what the tempo is, the song for you. If you don't know what it
Yeah, I know
is,
that
and
one.
all that, it does all those very features. Now with the newer features, you are able to even sync this with Pro Presenter. So say you have lyrics at church, you don't have to worry about someone sitting behind Pro Presenter trying to figure out, we had a verse section, so I got to push the verse lyrics to show up. You can sync it with a MIDI of it has SMPTE time code also, where you can sync to like a purpose, and you can have your lyrics automatically being generated or triggered as the song goes through. So if in a verse it will trigger the verse lyrics, go to chorus, it will trigger in real time. It's just going to be following wherever it goes. If you have lights that support MIDI time code, it works with it. It supports that also. you
Okay,
know
somebody who I think owns the something wants to say something.
okay.
Uh, what is he saying? He says, "Boss McAfee, please update the Groovy Loop app with new loops." What kind of pressure do you
Yes.
want to give? So that McAfee will give us pressure. Go ahead.
we did. I don't know which version he's on currently, but we have new loops that have been added to what we currently have. So he may want to
Also,
update.
it
Yeah.
says also allow an import so we can add our personal
Yeah,
loops to.
that is also in place. I'm guessing he's using an older version. So just go ahead and update. If you're using iOS, go ahead and update to the latest version, and you have all those features, available. So you can now import your own loops, your own personal customized loops, and then kind of use it in Groovy loops. Yeah. If
Easy.
you're
It
if
is
you're
done.
if you're if you're on Android, we do have an Android version too for Groovy loops. That's also out there, by the way. So those of you who don't
Okay.
know, you can go check
Yeah,
them
I
out.
think
That
I've seen somebody use that
Yes,
before.
that hasn't been updated yet with the newer features, but if you are on iOS, you are good to go. You have all those features available now, so you can go play around. Yep.
Okay. I'm going to ask a very silly question. Are you ready for
Hmm.
this one?
Yes, go ahead. Don't be too
Um,
naughty though.
I know I'll be too late. Don't worry about it. So, but people assume I'm the naughtiest, but Jerry is so. I tell you, on a scale of 1 to 10, Jerry is like 11 and a half. Hmm. So, this app development, if somebody wants to go into it, I want to ask that, does it pay?
App development pays. App
Ah,
development pays. Yes, out here. I don't
because the
know how
boys
how,
are always
how it
asking
is in
about
Ghana.
alternate source of
Yes.
income.
App development, IT nowadays is the way to go. I mean, it pays. It's in demand everywhere. And the interesting thing with IT, not even just specifically what do you call it, app development, even in general IT, is you can be anywhere in the world and you can work. You can be in Ghana and you can have a job in the US and working. You can be in Kuwait and you can still be working. Anywhere in the world, you can still work because you don't need to be physically present to work. So yes, IT pays. It's a good place to be right now. I would encourage you if you're interested in it. Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, okay. Because The boys are looking for alternate sources of income, something else they can do to bring some coins home.
Oh,
Aside,
that will bring more than coins. It will bring it will bring papers and bundles. That doesn't bring coins, so it brings papers and bundles.
please,
You can
coins is a prophetic word.
okay.
We don't literally mean coin. We
I
mean
know, just kidding,
coins.
man.
I know. Okay,
Yes,
okay,
it is.
okay,
It is a
okay.
good. It's definitely a good place to be. Trust me, it is. Yeah.
Okay, so Mark, tell us about the people too who are watching who are not in Chakrade. What do you have for them?
Well, I'll say if you're in Accra, we're going to have another markups like demoing
Uh-huh.
crews and then live chops on Wednesday, and then also on Sunday. The venues are going to be coming out pretty shortly, so just keep an ear on your Facebook, and then you see that showing up. But definitely, we're having one on Wednesday. I know it's going to be at I think Reverb Studios. That's what
At
I know.
Joe's place.
Joe's place. Yes, I think it's at
Okay.
6 p.m. And
Okay.
then Saturday, Jerry will be hosting at his studio too. Yeah, but there's more information to come out. They'll send the flyers out, so just look out for it. And I'll look forward to seeing you all there. Yeah, this is definitely
Okay.
a new product that this is being used by top artists all around the world.
Oh,
This is
for
something
real.
Sinach uses. Yeah, D is always using the app. With her on most of her live
And
recordings and
Hosanna
all
Live
that.
was done
Was
with,
also
but you
recorded,
were there
yes, but
yourself. Too.
I was there myself, yes. And interesting to know, people even go on tours now. Just the two, like recently last week, Skiddy was on a tour with a guy. It was just a two-man band with live chops and then him on keys and the app, and they had a blast. It was just a two-man band. It still sounded full. So just come out and let's have this demo. We'll show you exactly how we run things. How this can be a help to your ministry and make things sound better for you. Yeah.
And God willing, when we do KTK New Jersey, one of our invited artists is Live Chops.
Right on, right on. We'll be there live and color.
So please, all the horns
Definitely.
you want to hear, we'll hear the
We'll
horns.
hear them.
Right?
Yes, yes, yes,
Don't
yes, yes.
don't don't.
Yeah.
Abigail is asking, is it this coming Wednesday? What does that mean? No,
What's
it's
the
yes, it's there Friday. And so
yes?
yes, the coming Wednesday.
I think the date is gonna be Wednesday. It's
Uh-huh.
22nd. Wednesday is 22nd, so 22nd March, and then
Okay.
Takoradi will be 24th, and then we have a Sunday which is the 26th. Yes, in Accra again.
Okay.
So
Okay. Okay. So let me say a big thank you to MAKAFUI for joining us. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed
thank
it.
you,
I've
thank
gotten
you
the
for having
chance
me.
to hang out with everybody in Simply Jazz except the people who didn't appear. And they are the
Yeah.
reasons why the album has not been finished. It's not me. So, God willing, I'll continue talking with you. But Mark, Charlie, have fun. And then
All
when you
right,
come
all
to
right,
Ghana, we'll pick it from there. Right.
all right. Thanks. I appreciate
Bless
it.
you,
Thanks
sir.
for
All
having
right,
me.
sir.
Okay.
You're
Bye bye,
welcome.
guys.
Bye,
Bye.
guy. Okay, so that was MAKAFUI KWAME, incredible producer, a friend and a brother. And there, by his side was the red carrot, Jerry, our leader in Simply Jazz. Another fantastic keyboardist. Tech was a blessing around the times when we were there, because can you imagine? We had Henry Dachumo, we had MAKAFUI and Jerry all on keyboards. We had Edward Sari on bass, and we used to bring Che, you know him as Kewa. Shout out to Kewa wherever he is. We used to bring Che, and then my friend David O'Kine to come drum for us. There was Benaya, and then I was mass choir director, but I would leave the job to Atani O'Kine so I could play guitar with the guys. That, like Daninete said, get that thing off your neck. I was always in love with guitar more than anything. So that was a team we had on campus. We had Graciela, one of our alto singers. We had Pastor JB, our tenor singers. We had Irene Soa. Man, it was a good time. It was a good time. We bless God. So please, the announcements. We have KTK live in New Jersey on the 24th of June. We want to trust God to bring the blessing of our ministries to the US. I'm coming by God's grace with my brother Eugene Zuta. Yes, we will soon. Now come. And then I'm coming with my big brother. Yepejaudi Yamawusu. Yadudi Akwa. Yadima Yepejaudi Yamawusu. They're coming with Uncle Ato. Also there. And then there's my sister Millicent Yankee from Atlanta. There's Pastor Joseph Asma, one of our big brothers that has always been with us in ministry from when I was a student in Infantswim till now. And then we have a few surprise guests. I know that my sister Ella Duncan Williams will appear. Yes. Ella is a sweetheart. She will be there. So for mommy, is what I call her. She'll be there, cry. And so please keep your fingers crossed. We'll come up with all the details. Prince Senna will appear there. Francis Osei is there. Trust me, to be fun. Jerry, MAKAFUI, we'll all be there by God's grace. We'll all be there by God's grace. And we are trusting God. His presence will visit us in Elizabeth, New Jersey. So once again, let me say thank you for hanging out with me. That's all for today. I need to leave you to enjoy your lunch and continue. Keep supporting what we're doing. If you feel led to do so, go to our YouTube channels and watch the videos and then share them. And then let it be a blessing to people. Don't worry why I laughed. When I hear the word share, something comes to mind. So go ahead and then show your support for us by praying with us too. We need it a lot, so that God will keep us on the narrow way, that after he has lifted us up, we don't become something be that even God himself can handle. You are getting the thing. So continue praying with us. I believe it is well with us. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out. Let me allow you to enjoy some more music, and then I'll see you next week by God's grace.
She said, so come report. Jesus no to Jesus. listening.